hang up. And there we go. Hey! So we are live. And welcome to the stream, where I will be drinking 400 gallons of Nickelodeon lime slime. Just kidding. What we're actually going to be doing today is World of Goo. Probably all of it. I don't know how long, I forget how long this game is, but probably less than 3 hours? I've made plans with friends to play some Magic, so it'll probably end up being 3 hours. Anyway, let me mute the audio for a second so I can get this set up. Okay, it is just Alt-Enter. Good. I was worried there was going to be some other nonsense to it. One moment. Oh god. There you are. We were looking for you, game. This game's incredible. Easily one of my favorite games of all time. Audio seems a little loud, so give me just a second. Turn it down to like there-ish. And then reduce the audio on my end. That should be good. Time to try not to cry, I guess. So this game is essentially a bridge constructor game. Get over here, you. And I happen to think it's incredible, really good, one of the best puzzle games ever made. And they're also making a second one, which is the main reason why I decided to play it now. But I was kind of thinking that I would play it eventually, even before World of Goo 2 got announced. Because I think I mentioned it a bit ago, but back when the game got announced, I was just like talking with friends about it, and one of them mentioned, like, yeah, that's cool, but who cares? And I was initially like, how dare you? But this game is 15 years old, so it has been a while since this game has been relevant. But I still think it's amazing, and I have a lot of respect for these developers as well. Because this is one of the few examples that I can think of a genuine... It's a genuine indie game. It was just 3 dudes out of, I think, California. They met in Carnegie Mellon. They originally worked for EA, and then they branched off to make their own stuff. And I could bring up the straw man of EA being the antithesis of anything indie game, but I think it was genuinely just they wanted to do their own stuff. And so they made this with almost entirely with open source tools. The game did super well, and then they ended up founding Indie Fund along with a couple of other developers from around this time period. Most notably, Jonathan Blow, the guy who made Braid. And nowadays they provide funding to small indie devs that want to make games on their own. And it's super admirable. And I know Jonathan Blow is kind of an oddball based on what I've heard about him, but I mean, I will always give him credit for being part of Indie Fund. Oh yeah, this game definitely reminds me of a Flash game. Also, all the music was composed by one of the three guys. I think it was Kyle Gabler, but I could be wrong in that. And the music for this game is incredible. It's so, so good. And there's a lot of really fun through lines like that when it comes to indie developers. Like, what's the one that I'm thinking of? Edmund McMillen has a credit in Braid, for instance. Something to do with graphics. And in one of McMillen's games, The End Is Nigh, a bunch of the beta testers for that game are a bunch of old money Newgrounds developers like Jonathan Blow and Derek Yu and Matty Thorson. And there's just there's an old guard, and they all they're all friends and they all support each other. It's great. Yeah, I love Edmund McMillen too. What a dude. I don't know whether or not I'll end up playing the other games by these developers, but I recommend, especially Little Inferno, I recommend going to check them out because they're all on mobile for like $1, or not $1. I think it's a few bucks for Little Inferno. Because they recently, out of almost nowhere, they shipped a holiday update for the game. And I forget if it changes anything, but it adds an entirely new catalog and an entire new story path. It feels weird calling them story paths considering the way that game is constructed, but I think that's the right word for it. There we are. And I'm definitely not going to get the OCD flags. Or I'm not going to get all of them. I'm going to try and be kind of optimal. Because my eventual goal is I'm going to get through this whole game and then I'm going to try and build a big tower of goo. Because it just feels right with this game. I don't think I've ever actually played old Meat Boy and I don't think I haven't played Flash Isaac either. I definitely should at some point. Because the more that I learn about Flash, the more that I realize that the original Binding of Isaac is kind of insane. For how janky that game can be from what I've seen, the fact that it's made in Flash at all is kind of a miracle. Get back up there. Oh yeah, I saw what you said about Yik in the Discord. It makes me curious what they'll do for 1.5, and if it'll actually... Or I.V, excuse me. To this day, I don't know if it's supposed to be 1.4 or 1.5, but... Regardless, I shake my finger at it angrily because it's abuse of Roman numerals. Yeah, I was like that for the longest time, too. I don't remember the first game that I played on Steam, but like this is in the first 5 to 10. I think the first game I ever played on Steam was Goat Simulator. Which, I mean, talk about... you want to talk about an indie game? Good lord. If that game really is something. Come on. Oh. I'll take it. That is, like, probably 1 pixel away. Oh yeah, Terraria is in my first few as well. Again, talk about indie games. In fact, hang on. Let me scroll back to the back of mine. The first few for me are Goat Simulator, which I bought after a friend showed me it. Turbo Dismount, which that's a YouTuber game. I did not play that game for more than like probably 20 minutes. I see Starbound back here, Five Nights at Freddy's, Warframe. I mean, that's a... Five Nights at Freddy's is another one that... I mean... I feel like it goes without saying how large that game ended up getting, but... At the start of it all, it was just a dude who liked making games in an engine, so he just made a game in an engine. And a lot of people ended up liking it. Oh, that's why it's shaking. Please. Okay. Because something about Five Nights at Freddy's I don't think a lot of people are aware of is that that game was made in an engine called Multimedia Fusion. And the thing that you should know about Multimedia Fusion is that it is ass. It is a terrible engine. And I mean, it's fully functional for making games, but good luck making a good game in an engine like that. So the fact that he was able to make a fully functional game and have it get super popular in that, I feel like that deserves that deserves some respect, because Multimedia Fusion is it certainly has its quirks. Some other old stuff that I have. I got VVV, of course. I mean, it's not horrible, but I've had bad experiences with trying to do stuff in it, so maybe that's why I'm a bit chafed on it. Maybe one day I'll go back and try and make something in it, but that applies to basically every game engine at this point. Of, oh, maybe one day I'll make a game in Unity. Maybe I'll make a game in Godot. I gotta try and strut my stuff, as it were, and actually try and make a game. But God knows when that's gonna happen. I guess it all depends on whether or not I'm swamped for work this semester. Which doesn't seem like it right now, but maybe that'll come back to bite me. I mean, yeah, there are worse. There is Scratch. Oh god. Easy, easy. Ah. There we are. Yeah, Game Maker seems like it's peak. I played around with Game Maker for a while and then I stopped because I'm broke. And then I realized that I actually needed to buy a license to make anything that wasn't just small little thing to publish on GameJolt. Oh god, I haven't been reading the signs. I should be reading the signs, right? I almost forgot about the sign painter. As the sun set over the last of the hills, one of the goo balls seemed to say that life sure seems like a giant physics simulation. But as he fell into the spiky death pit below, he knew it probably didn't matter. Love, the sign painter. Is it actually free? I might have to check it out again if it is. I mean, yeah, after the incident, I don't think anyone. I think very few people are going to make projects in Unity going forward after the incident. But I guess we'll see. It'll all depend. It'll all depend on whether or not people actually remember that it happened. It's kind of a common problem with the internet in general. is that the internet is famous for talking the talk and then not walking the walk. But I hope for the sake of the indie game scene that people actually act on not using Unity anymore. God, this music. What? Okay. You might be onto something. It'll be a tight fit. You might have to leave some behind. But that's probably okay. We're all in it together. The sign painter was here too. Oh, I forgot to read the first one. Wait. The last of the goo balls didn't seem to know they were extremely delicious. Or about the nature of the smelly pit in which they found themselves. They said something about this being the last level of the first chapter. Whatever that means. The sign painter. And this will come up more as time goes on, but like this game is goofy as hell. But I love the message and the way that it presents itself is just absolutely excellent. They say this is the highest point in the entire island. As the sun rises, you could almost see forever. But I wonder what you might see if you floated a little higher with some new eyes. We'll meet again, sign painter. Oh god, the sound. Oh god, it's this it's this level, right? It's time to fly. Please. My one wish is that the warp whistle was unlocked from the start. Or, pardon me, just the whistle. We'll get it a little bit later, and it makes those ending segments a little bit less painful. The windmills were supposed to be a source of clean energy. What the hell am I saying? Cheap, clean energy. To power the entire world. But they weren't enough. And a different source of energy had to be found. The sign painter. Based indeed. There is that saying that a good painter doesn't blame his tools. Not sure how much I agree with that. Not sure how much I agree with that expression, but I definitely see the value of it. Oh yeah. Nah. Oh, perfect timing. There were some sacrifices, but we made it. I do love that. I do love that aspect of the game. It helps with the storytelling so much. Just like that aspect of you're sacrificing goo balls for the greater good, but as the game goes on, you start to question like, well, is it not really the greater good? I do like them flocking to it like salmon. These should be used for legally acceptable fun and recreation, not for circumventing security systems. It's for our own good. The sign painter. It allows only meticulously screened goo balls onto the main island. You can't be too careful these days, especially since the power source for the entire world is located somewhere on this island. But try not to snap the fragile worker cable. It appears to be made from heavily processed goo. The free sign painter. Yeah, good enough. Ah! Accidentally clicked at OBS. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do it. But that's part of the fun of bridge constructor games. It's like, yeah. This is definitely the wrong way to do it, but this is how I'm doing it. Of all the goo and all the balls, who's the prettiest of them all? The sign painter. A red pipe. It appears to be very exclusive. Only certain types of goo are allowed to enter. The sign painter. Yes, this is where you get the whistle. Where did everyone go? You found the whistle. Goo balls are fascinated by its music. They seem to follow the sound of the whistle. Tap and hold to make the whistle whistle. Blowing is not required, but it is encouraged. And the classically trained sign painter. Everyone is welcome. They're legally obligated to say. But you'll never get down there looking like this. There's another pipe way up there that she might enjoy. It's a very pretty flower. I wonder what happens if you get a little closer. Something I can appreciate about this game, too, is that it's... Despite being a physics-based game, it doesn't feel janky. Like, a common problem with a lot of these kinds of games is that they feel really unruly. And things happen, and then you kind of just look at the game and go, okay, well that wasn't my fault. I can't think of a situation like that for this game. Generally, every time I mess up, not only are these little goobers floating around, but it almost always feels like my fault. Because there is a logic to the physics. They're weird and they're very Flash game physics. Get up here, you weirdos. Because I can just go back a step. It makes me so excited to see. It makes me so excited to see what the heck World of Goo 2 is going to do to expand on this formula and also to expand on the plot, frankly. Because at first it doesn't seem like there is much for this game. You find some goo balls. You put them in a pipe. The pipe leads to the World of Goo Corporation. You move on to the next level. But the more that I play this game, the more that I appreciate how much it tells its story through how much it tells its narrative through the puzzles. And by the way, I'm gonna do a secret thing while I'm over here. We must be getting close to the power source. What is it? Coal? Nuclear? Wind? Goo? It's probably something more elegant. So what you're supposed to do for this level is go this way. And there's a grinder over there. Oh hey, what's that? It says, "Be good. Mom is watching." We'll get back to Mom later. Surprise! It's so simple. The original sign painter. Oh, there's no pipe over here. I may as well just reset. I didn't even realize before that that's a freaking Sunset Boulevard reference. What the hell? Smile for the cameras. Everyone is looking so fabulous tonight. Does she even know where that pipe goes? Let's not tell her. Oh god, right. I forgot I have to build this up too. Come on, get over there. So there's this sort of running theme throughout this entire game of, for lack of a better term, sacrifice for the greater good. And then you slowly start to realize that this greater good that you're working towards isn't really that good. You're kind of just doing these things because that's what the level's telling you to do. But you're not really thinking about where the goo's going, or the fact that you're sacrificing so many goo balls to reach this point. You're kind of just doing it because it's your job. And as we'll see, as the story progresses, you just slowly start to, not through any fault of your own, you slowly start doing more and more damage to the world around, to the world and the environment. And you don't really, there's no real payoff. The last of the goo balls didn't seem to notice that they were in some sort of giant beauty pageant machine. Pretty ones over there, ugly ones over there. Personally, I think everyone is beautiful. Mostly me. The devastating sign painter. I know I might come across as a little bit preachy, but this game is a little bit preachy. There must be some way to cross this pit. Maybe if you filled it with the shattered pieces of those less fortunate than you. It's almost winter, and there's electricity in the air. It's unclear whether it's anxiety or because the power source is very near. The tinkling sign painter. She's beautiful. I mean, I'm glad this isn't high def or anything. She looks fantastic for something hundreds of years old. But who is she? See you on the other side, the sign painter. The last of the goo balls discovered. The giant lady thing was a living electric generator, and that beauty was a highly reactive liquid chemical, like gasoline or turpentine. For years, her beauty juice powered the entire world. But as the world grew older, so did she. And when her beauty dried up, so did her electrical output. Until tonight. With fabulous new cosmetic surgery options and raw beauty product injected directly into her forehead, the signs of age melted away. Even though she couldn't move her face because of all the chemicals, the beauty generator was back, a truly sustainable energy solution. All around the world, lights glowed brighter, power meters spun faster, electrical lines surged with youthful energy. A factory opens in the south. This whole island is a factory. It appears that they're doing outsource work for World of Goo Corporation. Probably building some kind of new high-tech product. Way over here on the other side of the world. But where's the pipe? Looks like that guy's giant head is in the way. Possibly the result of poor local management. Out with the old, in with the new, that's what I always say. The sign painter management supervisor. The fire flickers with possibilities. I wonder what happens if you get a little closer. Oh god, the little goo ball stuck under the head. No. Poor thing. More mysterious pipes appeared up in the sky. Wow, what are they building in this factory? There is a rumor. Everything changes in Chapter 4. Whatever that means. The intrepid sign painter. This level is genuinely kind of challenging. Because, like, unlike every other level up to this point, you have to be very concerned about symmetry. There we go. On a faraway hill, Fisty thought he saw someone. He waved and hoped one day they could be friends. Oh look! A new species of gooball. It's not immediately clear if they're alive or dead. Probably polite to pretend we don't notice. Aw. Get back here, you. Aw. Come on. I wanted to keep the skull one. A horrible new species of gooball. It's the most vile of all. They're extremely rare, and as a result, have become quite lonely. I think I read online somewhere that when they attach to other gooballs, they sprout dozens of love spikes that can grab onto almost any surface, and won't let go. The other gooballs try to avoid eye contact. I hate the whimper so much. I feel bad. I feel bad for them. The prettiest ones are always the deadliest. Her thorns are filled with poison and contempt. Ah. Aw, no, he is left behind. Poor little thing. Oh right, this level's fun. The sign painter is sinking. It says, "Be careful. Clear your cookies 1 hour before swimming. Mom knows best." Look at him spinning. The game chugs a little bit during that. Oh. Come on, there we go. Oh god, this one. We can do this the easy way, or the hard way. Either way, everyone's a winner, according to recent online polls. But some winners are bigger than other winners. The statistically fantastic sign painter. I gotta take a break and drink some water after we get to chapter 4. My cognitive faculties. Come on. Uh-oh. Yeah. Damn it. These walls look weak, but maybe it's because I've been working out. I'm so firm and well-toned. 35 minutes of cardio, then upper torso, and abs. It's really hot in here, especially down that way. Good thing there aren't any explosives nearby. What kind of factory designer would put deadly spikes all over the walls? If only there were something to grab onto. The sign painter is dangling over the fire like a spider. I gotta say, this is gonna sound cocky. These levels are a little easier than I remember them being. Maybe it's just because I played them when I was so much younger. These must be the robots that built the factory. I thought they had all been torn apart and scrapped for parts years ago. Oh look! There's one left. It's so cute. But the pipe is right behind his head. Well, you can't stop progress. Sticky bombs were supposed to have been outlawed. They're extremely dangerous, and stick to any surface. Good thing it's sleeping. The law-abiding sign painter. Oh wait, I need to wake up that thing too, huh? Make sure that this thing is over here and safe. Impressive. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to save. I didn't need to save the green one. I didn't need. What am I saying? Oh god. I remember always skipping this level when I played it. The smell burns eyes. Good thing I'm not here right now. The garbage dump must be where the whole island's waste and evidence comes for disposal. Judging by the buildup, we must be getting close to the launch of the new product. These cliffs have become extremely sticky after years of waste residue buildup. Is this gonna work the way I think it does? I will confess this is one of the levels that I didn't actually... I usually skip this one. Okay. Are there any spares anywhere? Okay, I think I remember why I skipped this one. Because it's really, really hard. I've basically done it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. The last of the Goo Balls didn't seem to notice. They were part of an internationally televised World of Goo Corporation product launch event. The color pamphlet they were handing out indicates the product will change the world forever. Shh. They're about to reveal World of Goo Corporation's new product Z. See you after the show. The Sign Painter. Congratulations! World of Goo is now 3D. Welcome to the third dimension. Your friend, World of Goo Corporation. Warning, you appear to be compatible with the world. Please contact tech support in the Information Superhighway. Oh god, right. World of Goo Corporation is now my virtual World of Goo Corporation. Welcome to my virtual World of Goo Corporation. It's one of those sleek new viral marketing campaigns. Its executives say this is what all the kids are into lately. They say one day you'll be able to create your own avatar, like a digital version of yourself, and purchase via microtransaction digital hats and shoes and sweaters. And then you can talk to other people's digital avatars about things, like your great new digital outfit, and other great new World of Goo Corporation online products. Welcome to virtual reality, the best kind of reality. The online sign painter. This message delivered by Wogmail. Welcome to the Information Superhighway, a land of beauty, a land of science, philosophy, architecture, fanfiction. Everywhere you see, from the water to the leaves, are made from sweet, free-flowing information. See if you can catch some information on your tongue. Of course. The whole place was abandoned years ago. This must be all that's left. Sign painter forever. This part is the slightest bit dated, but thankfully it's not dated in a bad way. Which is kind of happy to see. It's a good thing, because it does come from the Flash era. And the Flash Newgrounds era has, some of it has aged horribly. Thankfully, this is not one of them. This place is falling apart. But the Information Superhighway isn't all green, you know. It used to be beautiful. The video drivers must need upgrading. I bet we'll be able to tighten up the graphics around level 3. The virtual sign painter. Damn it. Damn it. These are tricky shots. It says, "This area is infected. Keep out." Stop waving back and forth, dang it. Please. Thank you. Finally. I remember that one being a lot less annoying on mobile. By the way, all these games have mobile ports, and they're all great. This must be the thing that renders all the graphics. The creative heart of the information superhighway. Once it's upgraded, the manual says it'll offer 256 stunning colors. But my favorite color will always be green. Oh, the sounds. Everything is filled with stereo sound and hundreds of colors. The simulated water splashes over the shattered pieces of the information superhighway. The traveling virtual sign painter. Ah, that's a pain to reset, but it seems like the best option. Yeah, this was the wrong way to do it. Maybe it's salvageable? Ah, just barely. It's Jenga time. It looks like this socket is blocked. Lol. Rufflo. Rotzlaf Mafaf. Did you know? Users used to wander the information superhighway sniffing for ports just like this, to see if they could gain unauthorized access. But sometimes it was a trap. Brute force might work, but sometimes it just requires billions of years of computation. Maybe if you strategically slide the variables around, the data will fall right into place. The totally elite sign painter. Good lord. Like, nudge. Okay. I'm surprised that worked. Alice and Bob in the third party, right? Somebody is listening. Oh, oops. I wonder what they're talking about. That's probably good. An old electronic surveillance system. These were built a long time ago to monitor communication between highway bandits. But it was a bit hard to know who's a bandit and who's not. Probably best to monitor everyone just to be safe. Ah, the early 2000s. I wonder if it still works. The virtual sign painter is listening. Oh, he's embedded in the floor. Oh, cool. Hey, what's up? Doing some World of Goo. I still gotta make the... You mentioned a Yik emote. I still gotta get around to it. I had an idea for a, what was it? Gakaron making the Yik face, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I wonder what all these servers do now that nobody's here to use them anymore. This one says it comes with a 99.9% stability guarantee. That's almost 100%. Yeah, this game is amazing, and I will always sing its praises. It's so good. And the devs also seem like cool people, just based on what I've seen around. Oh. That doesn't have collision, okay. That changes my solution a little bit. Come on. I've screwed myself, I think. Yeah. The more I think about it, this game is just a bridge constructor game. But I guess with that in mind, it is the best bridge constructor game that I've ever played. I forgot to read the sign, no. Hang on. I'll get back to Mom in a second. I want to read the funny dialogue. It says it's time to visit Mom. Cheap clean energy doc. That is cute. I scrolled up too far and ended up here. Where is this? Someplace over the taskbar? Beyond the boundaries of the desktop? Do windows go here when they're minimized? How high does this go? The virtual sign painter is falling. Up, up, up. Hopefully this is a Jenga tower in shape alone. And it doesn't do the one thing that Jenga towers are famous for. I can see it wobbling a little bit. It's concerning. Come closer. Love, Mom. As soon as someone says you're really good at this, I immediately poke the tower and almost knock it over. I've played this game a bunch of times, but this is my first time in a really long time playing it on desktop. Because it's on mobile, and I played the mobile version quite a lot. It's a good game for when I need a good cry, which you wouldn't think just looking at it, but this game does something to me. Ask Mom. God, that is a dated reference. Who are you? Welcome home. I'm Mom, automated search engine companion. What would you like to ask Mom today? You used to be a really big website? I still am big. It was the users who got small. Wasn't the information superhighway abandoned years ago? Yes. But maybe one day, users will come and visit again. Are you alive? No. But I was written with love. A new scripting language, where you write applications using feelings. I feel good about that. How do you feel? Do you know everything? Mom always knows best. I also know that in most dialogue trees, you can always choose the last option over and over, and really plow through the narrative. But Mom will know about that too. Have you been watching me? I received streaming video when you crawled out of the frog's mouth, and indexed blog updates when you exploded the robot's head. Everything seemed to be going so well. What do you do now that everyone's left? I write letters to each user and fill them with special offers and coupons and important marketing messages specifically targeted at their registered personal interest categories, and remind them to come visit. Visit Mom. We wouldn't want anyone feeling lonely. Does anyone even come visit anymore? You did. Do I smell cookies? Yes! I'm baking your personal information into each one. What personal information is in your cookies? Policy states that cookies may contain your location, complete search history, whipped soy product, online purchases, medical records, telephone logs, web logs, email logs, streaming video from your current location, and more. That's Mom's special recipe for offering free, convenient, relevant information to valued users like you. Is my personal information safe with you? Your personal information is stored in a secure database and will never be shared by anyone. Unless they decide they're an affiliate. Or if someone says they're you and takes your cookies. Or if the venture firm finds out it's profitable. Or if unhappy employees release copies of your cookies to other online databases. Or if my outsourced data centers provide copies of your cookies to their subsidiaries. Or if my parent company is acquired and my data, including your cookies, becomes part of a larger aggregate system without your knowledge or consent. Can I delete my cookies? If you delete your cookies, I will forget you. It'll be like we never met. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that if you click this, then it just resets the dialogue tree. Keep my cookies safe, Mom. Good, user. Help? Help with what? Help, the whole world has turned 3D and I'm not sure what's real anymore. Did you try jiggling the cable? How can I make everything 2D again? Try closing one eye. How can I destroy a large corporation? That doesn't sound very user-friendly. I should get back to work. There are millions of mail messages I need to write and deliver to my valued users. Goodbye. You're sending spam to millions of users? Everyone loves receiving special offers from Mom, and Mom's affiliate network of adverbots. Can I sign up for your special mail offers? Mom is enthusiastic to welcome new users. Just type in your email address there in that text field. The text field is not my mouth. People think it is, but it is not. My address is everyone at World of Goo Corporation. Welcome home. Registering. Saving. Congratulations. I sent a confirmation mail to your address. You'll need to accept my terms and conditions before I can deliver special offers. Will you send every special offer you've ever had, ever? What are you up to? Sending every special offer in the history of the information superhighway could result in a very large volume of mail. And even larger savings. I'd be happy to. But I'll need some help. Most mail has been deleted for years. Luckily, nothing on the information superhighway is really gone forever. You can bring them back. It will be dangerous. There will be malware. And worms. And sites that look like your bank site but actually aren't. You'll have to travel to the place where things go when they are deleted. Where do things go when they're deleted? They are dragged away to the big recycle bin in the southeast. How can I get to the big recycle bin? Just accept my terms and conditions, and let Mom take care of the rest. I love you, Mom. Goodbye. Come back and visit real soon. All right. You got mail. I love that bit. That in order to go to the last level, you have to go back here. Congratulations! You've been selected to receive special offer from Mom and Mom's affiliate network bots. Remember, nobody knows you better than Mom. Balancing on the edge of the big recycle bin, the last of the goo balls didn't seem to know that they were extremely explosive. Or that all the mail and files in the history of the information superhighway were about to be undeleted. I don't know why the shrapnel lags a lot. So, pardon me for that. I think we're good. Warning, undelete? Undeleting all mail and files is an unstable operation and cannot be undone. Are you sure? I love this game. World of Goo Corporation is destroyed. Tower of Goo Memorial Park and Recreation Center. I keep leaving signs here, and they keep exploding. Try to keep this one safe. Hey look! Something's missing. Whatever it is, the sky way up there is filled with dust and debris from a giant explosion. Visibility is low. The goo balls will have to go even higher if they want to see very far. I wonder if we can still buy delicious drinks. Watching them build that tower makes me thirsty. Almost all the goo balls in the world have come here, and they seem to want to climb higher and higher. What's up there, anyway? The Wandering Sign Painter. This is going to sound very ominous, but I'm gonna do this now because it's important. It'll make it feel more impactful when I finish the last few levels. And by the way, I don't know how many of those levels I'm gonna finish and how many of those levels I'm gonna skip, because those last levels are freaking hard. And I think you have infinite skips. There's only like, I think there's only 4 or 5 levels in that last section. We'll have to see. Yeah, Tower of Goo. So, fun fact, by the way. That was the original... This game was originally a sort of similar situation as in Sanaquarium. It was originally an earlier build of this was submitted to I think it was either an indie game conference or just like something... some like competition that the developers entered, where the theme was do something with springs. And this is what they came up with. And eventually they adapted it into a full game. Oh no. Wait. It needs more support on this end. Goo today? Oh, that's way worse than just than just a sign that says goo today. It's bad puns all the way up, I imagine. Yeah, oh, did I stabilize? Nah, this is it. Rip. And there it goes. This is the tallest island in the entire world. And these must be the final 3 challenges. They'll be very difficult. You'll have to leave some behind. But that's okay. We're all in it together. I can see you, the sign painter. I actually forget where you go. I actually forget if you go straight up. I have to wonder where you go from here. My assumption was that you go up. Let me try... This is a stupid idea, but let me just, like, lift it up and then slam it on the ground and see if there's something below the platform. Nah, it's just gonna snap back to its original position. Let's try something like this. Oh, dear God. Yep, it's over to the right. Yeah, I'm gonna go do a different level. Good lord. I'm sure there's some logic to that. I was checking to see if there was something below, but there doesn't seem like there is. But all 3 of these levels I remember being very challenging. Remember when you found your first spinning Killblade? We were so young back then. Not that it matters. Nobody will ever make it to the other side. Can you see me waving? kind of like Blustery Day, but way harder. I should be good. There we are. Also, I didn't bring it up until now, but I'm fairly certain that sound that's made when a goo ball is destroyed is in Isaac. I think it's just like it's a stock sound from wherever the heck Flash game developers get stock sounds from. The raw, scientifically pure goo is all that's left. But they appear to be What? They appear to be filled with hope and ambition. I almost said they appear to be fury. What am I saying? I remember when I used to have hope and ambition. Of course, they will never be able to build a bridge. It's probably best to skip this area and never come back. Nobody will even notice. But the sign painter will know. Oh god, I need to cover a lot of ground. Yeah, okay. You need to keep them at the bottom. The pipe is over that way, but no one will ever get to it. The well-adjusted sign painter. This might be enough. Oh, no! Come on, get up here, please, please, please. Quickly! Ah. Nah. Normally I'd noodle these out a little bit more. But I already said ahead of time with friends that I have friends that I have plans to play some Magic the Gathering. So now we move on to the level that makes me cry. Not for the reasons you might be thinking. The last of the goo balls were... Uh-oh. There aren't any more goo balls. They must have all been sucked away by the pipe system. All the goo balls from the entire world. All sucked up and sent to the former World of Goo Corporation campus, where they've been building a giant tower into the sky. Probably a good thing, too. This telescope is useless anyway. It's unable to see past that layer of smog and dust. Well, without any goo balls, I guess that's it. We'll never know what the telescope can see, or what's really up there. The end. Thanks for playing. Time to go do other things now. Maybe read a travel companion. I'm going into the telescope now. Goodbye. Whatever you do, don't play with the fish. Your friend, the telescope operator. Formerly, the sign painter. Well, I was wrong, I cried. God, this game's so good. Yeah, that cutscene's so freaking good. I missed a few that here and there, but we made it to the end. And you know what? That is... That is half the reason why I'm so damn excited for World of Goo 2. Because the sequel hook is right there. Because for the longest time they said that they were never going to make a sequel to this game. It was just like a one-off... It was like a one-off thing. Like, hey, if we wanted to, we could make a sequel. We have the materials, but we're gonna go on and make other games. But I'm so damn excited for the second game, man. Oh my god. Is it gonna live up to this game? I honestly don't know. You can never tell with sequels. But yeah, I accomplished my goal, and that's all. That's the whole game. I even showed off the secret thing from World 2, which I've actually never done that before. It was my first time seeing it. I'd switch gears and do some Tukey or something, but like I said, I promised my friends that I would be on at 6 for... I'd be on at 6 for Magic, and I gotta go get some food before that. So that'll have to do it for now. What a game, man. What a game. Yeah, I sincerely hope that the second game is good. And to y'all that just came in, hey! I'm just about to stop, but I'd recommend watching through this game, because it's good. Hell, I'd recommend buying it and playing it. It's a bit old, but hang on. I can check how much it is on Steam. It is $15. Yeah, that seems fair. It's got a it's old enough that it has a demo, so if nothing else, you can buy the demo. Or buy the demo. What am I saying? If nothing else, you can download the demo. But yeah. Have a good night, y'all. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go get some food.